What's up? Good morning, guys. Welcome to your morning cup. Today's October 17, 2020, Saturday morning. This video is going to be about the innovators of the sign stealing scandal, the Houston Astros. If anybody's watched my platform for a while, they know that the Astros were implicated and accused and pretty much found guilty of stealing signs. And this is all before the pandemic. And it came down around about a year ago this time. And if you look at my old videos, and I don't got just period, you just Astros stealing. You could Google that, and you know the Astros were vilified and ripped and blasted, and coming into the season in March, right before the pandemic. They were in spring training in February and March, and they were very defiant about the allegations and the lenient punishment, which they got none of. The manager got fired, the general manager got fired. Check out my video on that. I really went in on that, and it was a big deal then. And it's crazy how the pandemic has just changed the whole mood of the whole thing. Because I shouldn't even say that, because when the Astros came to the when the league restarted, when MLB started the season in July with the COVID restrictions and everything, and the whole COVID bubble, or COVID cloud rather, the Astros were getting thrown at, and just like we predicted would happen when this first started a year ago. We see, when the Astros get back on the field, people hate them, everybody hates them, they'll throw at them. And it's crazy how a year later, the Astros are almost now Americans' darling. Through thick and I get it though. I get it. The Astros, they beat the Tampa Bay Rays again last night to move within one game of the 2020 World Series. And the significance of this is not only that they beat the Rays last night, but they beat them the night before, and they beat them the night before that. Yes, they were down 3-0. So tonight in California, they will have an opportunity. In San Diego, they will have an opportunity to be the second team in MLB history, and to come back from a 0-3 deficit. Of course, the 2004 Boston Red Sox. Also, the Braves, one win away, couldn't beat the Dodgers last night, and they lost to them in Game 5. So the Dodgers forced into Game 6. They were down 3-1. So we're gonna see how that goes down. I got a couple dollars on the odds on that. But back to the Astros. The significance of them is, like, Stros, they were, and let me just show you some stuff, guys. And I can break it down better for you. Check this guy.
Obviously not as great a sport as football, but we can still call it an American pastime. And I'd like to talk about the Houston. Gotcha. Well, it's obviously not as great a sport as football, but we can still call it an American pastime. And I'd like to talk about the Houston Astros, who are miserable cheaters. Sorry,
This is
and Cruz, but both
senator.
Texas senators sit on this committee. But I think all baseball fans know that the Houston Astros cheat. They steal signs. They bang on cans. They've done a whole bunch of miserable things historically, and they deserve to be punished probably more than they have been. Gotcha. Well,
Unbelievable. And this was recently. This was at Coney Barrett's joint. So this is this week he said that. He was blasting them, and the Astros have been on this run. The Astros have repeatedly told everyone to kiss their ass. Yeah, we won a championship. Y'all can say what y'all want. And what? Correa has produced. He's come through. He was so adamant about not giving a damn. Yo, so what? What y'all gonna do? He was talking trash to Bellinger. He was talking trash to this one. He was talking trash to that one. They were the bad guys going in. And, a lot of people were magnetized to that. They were attracted to that. Like, yo, I never was going crazy about them. Like, yo, the Astros. I said what I had to say. Like, yo, this is crazy. I blame Manfred. But I always thought, like, Correa, like, his swag and his brashness and his arrogance in the face of allegations, the defiance. It's like what everything is based on now in 2020. Like, the bad guy can win, and Correa is bashing the Rays. You know, Carlos Correa is bashing the Rays. You know, this is crazy, man. You know, and this is, it's crazy because people are starting to like them. Look at this Daily News tweet, the headline. The Houston Astros, the lovable underdog, pounded the Rays' vaunted pitching stats for a third straight win in San Diego, setting up winner-take-all game on Saturday night tonight. Lovable underdog, I won't push it, but, you know, it's crazy, man. But like I said, Correa, this is nuts. Dusty Baker, manager by Dusty Baker OG with the COVID mask on at all times. Dusty, 77 years old. He got the gloves on. He got the COVID mask. You can't see him right there, but I got mad love for Dusty. Anybody knows Dusty Baker history? He's gotten a fair shake at all times. He's gotten jerked around. He's been very successful, but he's never been able to win a big one. Whether it was been in Washington, he got a raw deal. Cincinnati, he was blamed for the Bartman situation with the Cubs. The San Francisco Giants with Bonds, they came up short. Dusty been around a long time, Once the OG, that brother, man. Let's see him going. Yeah, man, I'm rooting for them, man. So it's easy. I'm rooting for them tonight. I got them playing the Dodgers in the World Series. I took the odds the other night. The odds was ridiculous because the one was down 3-0. The other one was down 3-1. I think the odds was like plus $2,200 even money. Plus $2,200 money. And look at this. This is crazy. Carlos told me before he went up, walk off. I said, go ahead on, man. And then Carlos did it. Well, man, Carlos Correa leading the Astros. You remember, like I said, you remember Correa adamant during the season, telling people kisses their butt, basically, there was no remorse when they got caught stealing the signs. And the manager got canned. And the organization was fined and so forth, and it was stained and slandered, and even a scarlet letter placed on them. But now they're doing this with no people in the building. They can't hide cameras. There's no one to tape anything. They're not banging trash cans. Okay? The Astros are doing this, man, with the talent they have. And like I said, as they steamroll through the playoffs, they're gaining this fan base, and this bandwagon is joining them. And, they got a game 7 tonight. The Tampa Bay Rays are still tough. They have to be shocked tonight. I can't wait for that game. 8:30 tonight. Game 7. I don't care what sports you are. Game 7. Let's get it. But, it's crazy, I don't know. Do you guys think it's because of the pandemic and the time in between? Or is it just the storyline that's writing itself? That would be kind of cool if they played the Dodgers. Because the Dodgers is where Bellinger plays. And the Dodgers were talking a lot of trash because the Astros beat the Dodgers to win the 2017 World Series. Okay? And then the Dodgers lost to the Red Sox, another team who was implicated in cheating in the next World Series. So the Dodgers have a lot of, bones to pick. But the thing is, they have to get through Atlanta first. So, I did that the epic Matty B joint, and, I knew by the time this is over, me and Maddie not going to see each other till next week. And me and Maddie were talking about, yesterday we recorded, and this game hadn't happened yet. Or this game had, but, the Correa game had happened, but Game 6 hadn't. So they forced Game 7 tonight. Like I said, 8:30 tonight. It doesn't get any better than the Game 7 with everything on the line. It's gonna be a lot of energy. Big sports fan. Any big sports fan is gonna take part of that. With that said, it's going down, man. The Astros. They, like I said, it wasn't because of the pandemic or their time off. But then again, when the pause ended and they started resuming playing in July, they were getting thrown at still. They get to go back home because the World Series is a neutral site, but the neutral site is in Texas. So it works out for them. And on top of that, they're going to have fans in the building. I believe they're going to be doing a quarter of the building or a third of the building or a fifth of the building. I don't know for certain, 100%. But there will be fans in the building for the World Series. And you can better believe it, the Astro fans are going to be there to support their team, man, You know how it feel when it's just you and you feel like everybody against you, but you're ready to take that challenge, or everybody against y'all, your little crew, or your group, or whatever. Just me against the world mentality, man. That's motivation. People create those scenarios where it's not even there. Oh, everybody's against me, I'm going to show. And nobody even be against them just so they can get motivated. you know. So, but it really was Astros against the world. Check out my video. This is about a year ago now. It's or earlier in January, I think I made it. Was called Astros versus the World. It's down there on the bottom. And the videos are still there. Check that out, and it'll give you more a little more insight how we coming. But you guys know the story. If you don't, but I'm gonna be dropping a couple of more videos today. I'm gonna talk about my relationship with the Jets in the next video or another video. But I'm gonna get that out today. That content. I'm looking forward to that. I just wanna say my piece, you know, on my way out the doors as I file those papers, those divorce papers with the New York Football Jets, because I am an ex-Jet fan. With that said, man, you know, what are we gonna do, man? You know?
No, that probably would have been
So what are we gonna do? So that was Lumber back there. The Astros, Springer, Altuve, Correa, and the boys, man. So you know, like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. I got some stuff coming up. I don't want to talk about it before I do it, but I'm really excited about it. I'm gonna be working with someone real quality person, you know, quality entertainer and contributor to the culture, the community, you know, the YouTube and the internet community. And I'm gonna get with him and hopefully today, and we're gonna. But I'm just gonna drop that and you know, not talk about it. Let's just do it, right? So, I'm gonna get up out of here. I'm running along long enough. I'll see you guys, man. You know how this shit go. You know.